Hello students, welcome to the session on data structures. In our today's lecture, we are going to discuss one more important algorithm and a very easiest algorithm. Again and again, I'm telling you only one thing. From the Prim's algorithm, from the Kruskal's algorithm, you people can expect one question. Just go through them. They are very easy in order to understand, in order to go for the example, in order to write the algorithm also. I hope it is clear to you people. If not, if the previous video is not clear to you people, just mention in the comments so that we could make one more video onto it. Okay, now we will continue with the topic called Kruskal's algorithm. In a Kruskal's algorithm, we will find the minimal spanning tree. Already I told you people what is minimal spanning tree. If these are the vertices, 1 2 3 4 are the vertices. If say suppose if you are having weighted edges over here, 1 2 3 and 4, you need to cover all the vertices, but you should not have any circuit in the tree. Then it will be called as what? Minimal spanning tree. Okay, now by using the Kruskal's algorithm, how do we find the minimal spanning tree? That is what the question is. Now we will try to understand it. I'll delete them. Okay, try to understand it. Select an edge that have minimum weight in the graph. Means to say that we will be selecting the edge which will be having the minimum weight of that particular edge. Say consider 1 2 3 4 are the vertices. If I'm having 1, if I'm having 2 over here, if I'm having 1 over here, if I'm having some 3 over here, then you should select what? You should select the edge which will be having the minimum weight, like 1 2 2. Then after, add edges individually that have minimum weights. You should not see adjacent vertices or adjacent edges to this particular edge that you have selected. You should select those edges which will be having the minimum weight. Like see, 3 to 4 is also having the weight as 1. So you should select this path first and then this one. You should not go for the adjacent one. That we have done it in the case of Prim's algorithm. I hope it is clear to you people. In this way, we will be adding one after the other. All the edges will be added so that we should not form any circuit over here. And after this, what we will do? We will select this particular path 2 to 3, where it will be having the weight as what? 2. So by this we will understand that we will be selecting the minimum weighted edges individually so that it should not form the circuit, and it should have all the vertices in the graph, and it should have n minus 1 edges, so that you will be having all the vertices within your minimum spanning tree. I hope the process is clear to you people. Now we will get into the algorithm. I'll delete them. Sorry. See, Kruskal's algorithm. See here, try to understand this Kruskal's algorithm. I'll minimize for you people. Okay, the first step that we have discussed is we should select the graph for which we have to create the minimum spanning tree and sort the edges according to their weight. Okay, whatever the minimum weighted graphs will be there, no, minimum weighted edges will be there, no, then you should sort out them and you should select them in such a manner that they will be in an increasing order, 1 1 2 3 4 5, like that. And it will be continued until or unless you reach n minus 1 edges in your tree. Okay, this will be continued until or unless you reach this particular point. I hope it is clear. By the algorithm, by the definition, you will understand few things only. If you are going through the example, then it will be more and more clear to you people. I'll go for the example right now. I'll delete all these things. I'll zoom it for you people. Okay, I'll close this. Okay, now look at the graph that I am going to take. See, this is my graph where I am having the vertices are as nodes like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 vertices are there. Along with them, we are having the different kind of edges over here. We are having the edges which are weighted as 10. Here also we are having 10. And after that we are having 12. Here also we are having 12. Here also we are having 12. And after 12 you are having 14. After 14 you are having the edges 16. And then you are having 15. And then you are having 20. See, out of all these edges, first you need to select the edge which is having the minimum weight. The minimum weight edge is what? FE and BC. These are the two edges which are having the minimum weights that I will be considering in the first step. Okay, I'll erase all these things. Now I'll go for the next slide in which I will be selecting the first step. Okay, see here, in the first step I will be selecting this part, BC part. From the graph I will be drawing an edge from B to C where it will be waiting for 10. Okay, and after that we are having what, FE, which will be waiting as what, 10 only. Then we'll go for this. In the next step, what I have done these two steps where I will be selecting the BC path and FE path. And after these two, the minimum weight is 12. See, we are having three paths which are weighting 12. One is A to G and G to B and E to D. See, already we are having E in our graph now. Then I will go for E to D. It is not mandatory. You should select any of the edge which will be having the minimum weight. Okay, I will delete all these things. See in the next slide, I have added a G to B which is having what? Which is having 12. After 10, the minimum weight is 12 that I have taken here. Okay, you could go for AG, you could go for DE also, not a problem. Okay, then I'll delete this. In the next slide, we can go for G to A, which is having 12, or E to D, which is having 12. In the next slide, you see, after B to G, I am going for G to A. See this. Okay, I have first selected this, and then next this, and then next this, and now we are selecting A to G. And now the next minimum edge is what? D, that I will select in the next path. Okay, see here in the next slide, I have selected the path called D. See here, you should take care that it should not form any circuit, any cycle in between. Okay, I hope you people might have understood the topic. Okay, now I'll go for the next slide in which I will be selecting the next path, which is for G to F, which wait for 14. Okay, 14 is the least edge right now, so I'll be selecting G to F. See in the next one, I have selected G to F. Okay, I'll delete this. After 14, what is the minimum edge? 15 is the minimum edge. See this, 15, which is going from B to D. You could take this, but if you are taking this, is it forming a cycle? Yes. See here, B to D, if you are drawing B to D, from B to D I can go, from D to E I can go, from E to F I can go, from F to G I can go, again from G to B I can go. You should not form cycles. That is what we have discussed just now. So I won't select this B to D. Instead of that, I could select this next edge, that is F to B, which is 16. Even if I am taking that also, it will also form a cycle. Why? Because from B to F I can come, from F to G I can go, from G to B also I could travel. So it should not form a cycle, no. So I will not select that also. After 15, after 16, we are having 20 as an edge, which is having the minimum weight. Okay, now I will delete this. Now I will select which one is not forming the cycle. See, if I am selecting G to D, it will be forming a cycle. Okay, why? Because I can go from G to D, D to E, E to F, again F to G. It should not form a cycle, so I will not select it. Now if I am selecting from A to D also, it will be forming a cycle. Why? Because I can travel from A to D, D to E, E to F, F to G, again G to A. I can reach the A in this manner. So it should not form a circuit, it should not form a cycle, so I will not select that also. So traversing of each and every vertex in your graph is already done. We should not go for any edges which should be included in our spanning tree. Now finally your spanning tree will look like this one. Just see it in the next slide. So this one is your spanning tree. First we have selected B to C. After that we have selected F to E. After that we have selected B to G. After that you have selected A to G, and then D to E, and then you have selected G to F. If you are adding any one edge which is belonging to your graph, it will be forming a cycle. That is the reason we are not selecting any edge which has been given in your graph, so that it won't form any circuit. This is how we will be selecting the edges which will be forming the minimum spanning tree without any circuit. I hope you people might have understood this in a well manner. If not, just comment onto this video so that I could go for one more example, so that it will be clear to you people. Okay, I hope it is clear to you people. That's it for now. The video is becoming very long, so I'll stop it here. If there is any doubt, just let me know by your comments so that we could make one more video onto this particular topic. See you in the next one. Thank you.